Hi ladies and gentlemen, Councillor Dina once again, lecturer Mountains of the Moon University. Welcome to my class of teaching techniques, the tricks of teaching. Previously we looked at the syllabus, the scheme of work and the lesson plan, but now we're going to look at the rules governing a good syllabus. If it's to be a good one, we said it's a list of topics of what is to be covered. If it's to be good, it must have an aim. It must have an aim. Work planned should have an aim. If I'm to teach arithmetic, what is the aim? If I'm to teach literacy, what is the aim? There must be an aim, and that aim must be achieved. It should be relevant. We are talking about farmers in Karamoja. Okay, we can, because for us in primary schools, we're having an external program imposed on us by UNEB. So it's countrywide. But you look at Uganda. If you're going to teach something relevant, what does Uganda need? What are the needs of the society? What are the needs of the people of Uganda? The program we present to them must be of relevancy. Otherwise we would have an irrelevant program. Therefore it must be relevant. The workload should contain manageable amount of work, not overload. That is why I'm teaching you in bits. 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm not giving you the whole load at once. So the workload must be manageable. That is why we have topics. Look at your scheme of work. It's made of weeks. You know, in week 1 we're supposed to cover this. Okay, leave alone the scheme of work. Look at your lesson plan. The load. When I'm coming to look at your lesson plan and I find you have a lot of content to be covered in 1 hour, I'm like, the load is too much. Even for me, when I'm teaching you, there is a breakdown of what I'm supposed to teach in semester 1, what I'm supposed to teach in semester 2. It must be manageable. Not content that I cannot be able to finish. That's how our program was designed. Even UNEB has content which has a workload at me that must be covered and manageable, not an overload. We're saying time. The workload should be capable of being completed within the time allocated. Your teachers, you know the lesson plan. For example, we're reducing the syllabus to the lesson plan. We're going to look at how much time do I need to spend on this. For example, the course outline, if I gave you this course outline, you'd see 3 hours or 4 hours or 5, not 5 hours. Practical one is 5 hours. Even the other one, that's why there is a breakdown. From P1 to P7, must finish in 7 years. For O level, you must be able to finish in 4 years. For A level, you must be able to finish it in 6 or in 2 years. That is time. Suitability. Suitability. Work plan should be suitable for the age, group, and stage of development for which the syllabus is intended. For P1, you know what we learn. For P7, you also know what we learn. For diploma, you know what we have to cover. For masters, you know what we're supposed to cover. That is suitability. Should be suitable for level. It would be relevant if we started teaching content for PhD to the diploma holders. It would be relevant or unsuitable to teach work for bachelor's to diploma students. That's why we have introduction to biology in S1. Then the complex comes in like at secondary or senior 6 or plus. The previous knowledge, like I told you at the beginning, we must be able to connect the previous knowledge to this one. Addition, multiplication, we got secondary, we have addition, multiplication, but at second we're looking at x plus x. Are you getting what I'm saying? P1 was saying 2 plus 2. When we reach S6, it becomes x plus x equals to something. You're seeing how we're building from the previous knowledge to this one. It's a continuation, like I'm telling you, it's a continuation of knowledge. From simple to complex. The previous knowledge should be taken into, the previous knowledge should be taken into account when you're drafting a syllabus. Then the correlation. If I'm teaching economics, is it related to mathematics? Yes. Is geography related to chemistry? Weathering, weathering is chemistry. I'm sorry to take you to this high level kind of thinking, but the correlation should be there. It should be integrated or linked with other subjects. When I'm teaching mathematics, it has a relationship to economics. If I'm teaching geography, it has a relationship to chemistry. Weathering is pure about chemistry. So there must be a linkage, there must be a relationship. Don't have subjects that are different, are not linked to each other, but they should be correlated.